Welcome back to T-Facts. Today we've got some exciting updates from the world of reality TV, specifically from the drama-filled journey of The Golden Bachelorette. First up, we've got a heart-wrenching moment from Joan Vassos, the leading lady of The Golden Bachelorette. She recently opened up about her fantasy suite date with Pascal Eboué, revealing that the vibe felt off and leading to an unexpected self-elimination. Did Joan anticipate this twist in her journey? Let's find out. Next, we have a lighthearted yet cringe-worthy moment. Joan Vassos experienced an embarrassing wardrobe malfunction during her hometown date. What happened when her silicone breast cover decided to make an escape? You won't want to miss her hilarious recollection. In a more serious turn of events, suitor Michael Stevens bravely shared his battle with cancer during the Men Tell All episode. Discover how his diagnosis impacted his journey on the show and the heartfelt connections he made along the way. Lastly, we have a touching moment from contestant Gary Livingston, who reflects on how his late godmother, the legendary Tina Turner, would have felt about his quest for love on The Golden Bachelorette. Join us as we explore the words of wisdom he carries from her legacy. Stay tuned as we break down each of these incredible stories and share our thoughts. Let's dive deeper into our first story about Joan Vassos and her fantasy suite date with Pascal Eboué. During the romantic getaway to Tahiti, Joan sensed something was amiss. She described her experience as feeling off, especially during the Tahitian bonding ceremony, which had moments that were uncomfortable for both of them. Joan shared, "It didn't feel off right in the beginning, but then the Tahitian bonding ceremony was kind of uncomfortable. She tried her best to create a more comfortable atmosphere, but it seemed the day took a toll on them." By the end of their long and hot date, Joan felt that Pascal couldn't get out of there fast enough. Joan elaborated, "I felt the same way, honestly. It felt very wedding-y, and that was uncomfortable." As they settled down for the evening portion of their date, Joan anticipated a significant conversation about their relationship. However, Pascal came into the date with his mind made up and ultimately self-eliminated, confessing he didn't think he could meet Joan's expectations. Reflecting on that moment, Joan acknowledged the difficulty of such decisions, saying, "Oh, how hard that is. I had to do a rose ceremony every week, and it's hard saying goodbye to people." Although she hadn't fallen in love with Pascal yet, she respected his choice and empathized with the pain of rejection. Joan expressed, "It hurt my feelings a little bit. Rejection isn't fun, obviously, but I knew what I was signing up for, and I didn't want to go away feeling so bad." Joan felt it was essential to share her feelings during the Men Tell All episode, which aired recently. And while Pascal may not have found his match in Joan, he hasn't ruled out the possibility of returning to the reality TV scene as the next Golden Bachelor, with a few requests of his own regarding the age of contestants. He stated, "Thea will have to lower the age," emphasizing his preference for not dating much older women. Pascal mentioned that he would be open to following in Jerry Turner's footsteps for the right reasons, particularly if it fits his schedule. As we continue to follow Joan's journey, one thing is certain: the finale on November 13th is bound to be filled with more surprises and emotional moments. Now, let's shift gears to a humorous yet awkward moment involving Joan Vassos during her hometown date. Picture this, it's a scorching 105 degrees, and Joan is filming an episode while trying to impress her suitor, Charles Chappell, in Wichita, Kansas. Unfortunately, the heat led to a rather unexpected wardrobe malfunction. Joan recalled wearing silicone breast covers under her sundress to avoid breast straps showing. She said, "It's probably 3 hours into the date, and I've just sweated for hours and hours." As Chalk enthusiastically praised Joan in front of his family and friends, she suddenly felt a slip happening. She explained, as he's talking, can feel the boob pad coming unstuck. "I feel it starting to slip, and I'm trying to stop it with my arm, and I can't do it." And despite her efforts, the silicone cover gradually made its way down, eventually landing by her foot. "There it is, by my foot." She laughed, clearly realizing the sheer absurdity of the situation. Joan amusingly acknowledged that she might have, while she'd been the only one initially aware of malfunction, it was impossible for everyone present not to notice, saying, "We standing in front everybody. There's no chance nobody saw it." But the cameras, I don't think, caught it because they definitely would have shown it. So that was the one that I got away with as one of the final two suitors. Chalk has been a standout contestant among 24 men vying for Joan's heart. The excitement builds as the season finale airs on November 13, where viewers will finally see who Joan chooses as her match. Will the romance survive the heat, both literally and figuratively? Stay tuned to find out. Next, we turn our attention to a deeply moving moment from the Men Tell All episode, where suitor Michael Stevens bravely opened up about his cancer diagnosis. The 65-year-old retired banking CEO shared his journey with his fellow eliminated contestants and the show's host, Jess Palmer. Michael revealed, just before I got the initial call to be on the show, I was diagnosed with cancer. Despite facing such a daunting challenge, Michael felt compelled to participate, motivated by the support of his family. He shared, "My immediate inclination was not to proceed. But my sons and my daughter-in-law really wanted me to. They had sent the Golden Bachelorette application in, and my doctor okayed it. While he didn't disclose the specific type of cancer he was battling, Michael reassured everyone that he was on the path to recovery, stating, 'I'm going to be fine. It was caught early.' His openness about his health not only highlighted his resilience, but also brought a touching element to his experience on the show. Despite being eliminated in week 2, Michael reflected positively on his time, saying, 'What could have been a really lousy, difficult year for me instead was kind of a great one because I got this amazing experience tucked into it.' He also expressed gratitude for the camaraderie built among the contestants, emphasizing the importance of support during tough times. A heartfelt moment from the season was when proceeds from their Chippendales group date were donated to Stand Up to Cancer. Michael noted that many contestants shared their personal stories about how cancer had impacted their lives during this memorable date. Joan, too, has her own emotional connection to the cause as she shared how she lost her husband, John Vassos, to pancreatic cancer in 2021. Remembering her late husband, Joan said, "He told me right before he passed away, 'You need to go out and find somebody else. You were the best wife in the world, and I want you to be happy.' The bond formed between the contestants, rooted in compassion and understanding, fosters a community that goes beyond reality TV." As we look forward to the finale on November 13, viewers can anticipate not only love stories, but also heartfelt moments that unite the contestants in their shared experiences. Finally, we have a touching story involving contestant Gary Livingston, who shared how his late godmother, the iconic Tina Turner, would have felt about his adventure on The Golden Bachelor. Gary, 65, expressed, "I think she would say, 'Enjoy your journey because it's something that's very special for you.'" Reflecting on the immense influence Tina had on his life, Gary recalled the wisdom she imparted through her inspirational books. He said, "She was a very private person, so each word that she did offer were words of wisdom, and I didn't take them lightly, and I still carry them to this day." He reminisced about their relationship and how Tina's support would have helped him feel more at ease as he navigated the ups and downs of reality dating. She'd probably say, "What did you open your shirt?" Gary joked, remembering his experience during the Chippendales performance. At 65, those days are long gone. He added with a laugh, highlighting the lightheartedness of his journey. Gary also shared that Tina would have been proud of their Chippendales group date, which supported Stand Up to Cancer, stating that would have probably brought her into a place of saying, "Good for you. I'm glad you went for it." Moreover, Gary emphasized the strong bonds formed among the contestants, noting how they created a supportive environment where everyone felt safe to be vulnerable. "I think the biggest thing that contributed to the closeness that we established was us feeling safe," he affirmed. As Gary navigated his journey on The Golden Bachelorette, he found not only an opportunity for love, but also a community of support. With the season finale approaching on November 13, audiences can expect even more memorable moments that showcase the heartfelt connections made throughout this unique experience.